Oilers crowd sounds like when they're belting out some Shania Twain.
It's like they were watching the broadcast there. Shania getting them to their feet now.
That is so cool.
The anthem was great. They're pretty good at Shania too.
Yeah.
Well, maybe
That
they'll
is
get the
awesome.
Shania bump.
Well, they want Shania back at the next game.
Yeah.
They want that's their good luck charm.
Well, what are they down 3-1 in the series
Yeah.
with another game tonight? So the Panthers could win it all tonight, but who knows?
She was in their dressing room and everything.
That was louder than a show of hers.
I know, right?
Yeah, well, they're walking out of her show. So during last night's stream of the Mets-Rangers game, which was going on in Texas, a mariachi band was shown performing for the crowd, and they were covering Creed's song Higher.
I only pulled this for Billy.
Let's take our escape, so let's go there. Ask can we stay? Can you take
me higher?
Yeah, they don't have nothing on Bill.
It's hard not to love Creed. Winnie, what have you got?
Okay, this comes out of Indiana and Indianapolis, but there's a restaurant that banned kids under 5 for being too unsanitary, and then they had to close because they got so much backlash for it.
But, I'm not defending this decision, but parents were leaving dirty diapers on the table.
Ooh.
And they had an issue with the breastfeeding, which I don't really have an issue with that. I don't see the big deal.
No.
Apparently
No, I don't
they
either.
did.
This is not Chuck E. Cheese. This wasn't made for babies. That's the sad truth.
But neither of us have ever eaten at a restaurant where someone would openly expose a breast in public to feed. Only when in our own restaurant has this happened. One would think and expect common decency and respect for others would be the norm.
We had to make the call to close on Sunday because I had received some death threats.
I thought the breastfeeding taboo thing was gone.
So did
I
I.
thought so too.
I thought so.
It's Middle America.
Yeah, he
Oh, right.
sounded
Middle
very
America.
backwards. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
But
you know what? Bill was always right.
By the way, I want to go on record. I have never liked Indiana.
no, but you're to be fair, being able to feed your child should not be an issue.
Yeah.
The diaper thing is gross and weird.
Yeah.
to me.
That
who's
is weird.
doing
That is
that?
gross.
Yeah. We don't need that.
Yeah.
The diaper thing.
been to Indiana.
I don't
know,
know
you've
why you don't
never.
like Indiana.
I've never even come close to Indiana. Like I've never been to the Midwest.
No,
I know. I can't remember why you said it.
Yeah.
You're not missing out.
No, I don't think so. Lisa, what have you got?
Okay, so I don't even know why this needed to happen, but it did. A woman on social set out to become the first person to complete a full marathon inside a Taco Bell on a treadmill.
Oh my God. I know this girl. She's annoying.
I want to be the first person in history to do a marathon at Taco Bell. I brought my own treadmill and filled my water bottle up with Baja Blast. I kept eating yummy food and drinking my Baja Blast while I blast my way to the finish line. After 10 hours and 3 minutes, 26.3 miles, and 58,000 steps, I am extremely proud to say that I am the first person in history to do a marathon at Taco Bell.
Billy would hate her because you know what else she does on her page? Ugh. She goes to all you can eat buffets and see how long do they kick her out. So she'll sit there all day and just eat, and she'll have a timer. And then, sometimes they'll ask her to leave. Sometimes they won't.
See,
and she'll eat all day.
I'm all about the food people on Instagram, the influencers. I like that. That's cool. I follow a bunch.
Yeah.
But there's all these new trends, like Winnie just said.
Yeah.
And also places like Chipotle have to deal with these kids who come in, and what they do is they order, and they film the entire thing. So imagine they pull their phone out, right? And then the trend is, if they don't like the portion size, they order the bowl and then they walk out.
I saw that video of a Chipotle where all the people were lined up at the counter where you get the food. That's wrong.
It's so wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're just trying to do their job and make your food.
Yeah, it's disrespectful.
Yeah, you pull out the phone. Oh,
right.
my God.
That's terrible.
It could never be me because I would smash the phone, but that's neither here nor there.
And then there's this. A wild brawl broke out Thursday night at a high school graduation ceremony in Los Angeles, and shots rang out.
A wild brawl breaks out inside Disney Concert Hall Thursday evening during a graduation ceremony. The kids from an alternative education school and probation started fighting.
We were coming out of the ceremonies, and there was a car right on the other side of the cars that were parked. We just saw shooting, and they saw the smoke and everything, and everybody just got down on the ground.
2 people were taken into custody in the parking lot.
Man, making alternative school kids look bad. You know, I was a graduate of an alternative school. Shout out to the garage in Malden, right down the street. We were in the basement of a parking garage, right downtown Malden, and that's where I graduated from. There were little cubicles in the basement. You know, it was for the kids that were banned from school property.
Of course.
But, you know, I turned out all right.
Yes, you did.
So you were ejected from real school.
Well, at Malden High, they had the challenge, which was a part of the high school. That's where the trouble kids went. But then if you got in big trouble, even more trouble, they would remove you from the premises. And they created a separate school that was down the street. And they just put a bunch of cubicles in the basement. And that was where I graduated from.
What was wrong with you?
That's bad behavior.
I kind of like the garage, though. I kind of like
the
that.
garage.
Yeah, that's kind of cool.
It's closed down now.
Oh,
but
really?
I had some great teachers there.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Look at you now.
Yeah, it's just so cool.
Yeah.
And listen, an alternative school kid. Look at me now.
And now
in Salt Cave.
Yeah.
And the Salt Caves.
Now I'm in a Salt Cave.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, they told me when I graduated, they said, you're not allowed to go to the prom. You can't walk on the field. You have to pick up your diploma the next morning after all the festivities.
Oh.
Yeah, it was kind of...
Ouch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, look at me now.
Yeah, look at you now. We're coming up on entertainment. Obviously, the Celtics win the championship. That's the big story. Did I mention I woke up this morning and my son Chris is in a picture with the Celtics championship trophy? What? I know he went to the game, but what? Anyway, we're going to have him, and we have entertainment. It's coming up next, in fact.
Kiss 108. You laugh and laugh with Billy and Lisa every morning. And then, just like that, it all ends. Because you are on summer vacation. Not this year. Spend this summer with Kiss 108 and Billy and Lisa. Download the free iHeartRadio app and listen on your phone. Listen anytime, all summer, even at home. If you have a smart speaker, just tell it to play Kiss 108 on iHeartRadio. And if you're not up that early, listen to the Billy and Lisa podcast anytime you want. Kiss 108. Always on, even when you're not in the car.
Our